just saw Civil War, the new Alex Garland movie, and it was crazy. Look, I got my Jesse Plemons glasses on. What kind of American are you? I was blown away. They show real life documentary footage or whatever. It was startling. It was like, man, I wish I didn't have to see that, but having seen that, like, I'm forever colored about the world. I like how they put reality into this, and I really walk out thinking I never want to be like a photojournalist in wartime, ever. It's got to be like the worst thing. You also, I mean, the shit that you must see and that you have to deal with internally to even witness it. There's such a process that psychologically you would have to go through. So the movie, something would happen, and they give you these spaces, and in the spaces, it left you time to consider. I also want to shot, which is awesome, which was really like the flow of it was perfect. The other thing is the cinematography. They use like these real world interactions with the cameras that sort of create this mystical space almost in the reality of the movie. It was unbelievably beautiful. It was cool. I think there are some criticisms to be said about this movie. I mean, it is sort of just like a road trip movie, and there is the sort of new to the world character to introduce us to. And then there's like the wise person who's going to teach us the lessons about the world. So there are these conveniences in the story, these stereotypical roles that are played out, and things I could like see that. But Kirsten Dunst was amazing. She should be nominated. Wonderful. Cinematographer was amazing. Sound was great. All right, Peace. I'm going to give it a 93.
That shit was awesome. I really liked how the director didn't try to go delving into much to the specifics of like the context of the conflict, but rather hammering in like really important and real themes in the real world we live in. It really expressed like the danger of authoritarian leaders and what that can lead to in terms of suppression of the population. Just the overall horrors of war. There were definitely a couple scenes, like especially the one with the guy getting lit on fire. Just that alone, like I feel like that combined with a lot of others, like really hammered in that theme. It really points out and brings light to how important journalism is to just democracy's integrity as a whole. How honorable, honestly, their work is in reporting on these events and making sure that information gets out to people, because I think it's just so crucial to the functioning modern society. I really like the message it gave. It was shot beautifully. The performances were amazing. Like 8.5 out of 10.
We just saw Civil War by Alex Garland. Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. He makes great movies. Made an incredible TV show, which the cast of which is all over this movie. Devs, see that too. I thought the cast was great. Kaylee Spaney was really interesting and kind of. Kirsten Dunst is fantastic in this.
He played Pablo Escobar in Narcos.
Did he really? Yeah, he's great in this too. I thought it was tight. I thought it worked really well. I think it gave like a really narrow view of a very large event. Yeah, man, I'd give this 95 out of 100. Just a spectacular film. Alex Garland makes movies unlike anybody else in film. I can't recommend this enough. It's one of the greatest movies. Best movie I've seen all year, without question.
We just saw Civil War. For me, like a lot of modern movies, incredible first two acts. Third act, you knew they had to get where they had to get to. It was a journey up a mountain film, so no spoilers. But and so the way the logic to get to the payoff they had to get to, you could pick at. But the first two acts, I mean, not even a movie, just a meditation. Just very, very strong. Not what I was expecting. Probably not everyone's cup of tea. But man, sign me up for season tickets for this filmmaker. A+.